Um, Let me get straight into this lesson. But you know, I was thinking about something earlier today. I was like, this world is on a different vibration than the vibration that the Lord put us on. This world is gone. It's on a different bugged out frequency. And you can tell the way the people talk, the way the stuff they talk about, what they think about, you know what I'm saying, what comes out the people's mouth, the activities that they're into, the folly. It's just totally different from us. You know, the world got a different spirit on them. They got the spirit of the world on them, and we don't. And we can see it's a clear separation. It's like oil and water don't mix. But you got people led by these so-called pastors. They led by so-called politicians. These so-called social media influencers. And I'm using this image right here. Most people that was born in our lifetime was born in vain, and that's a hard pill to swallow. These people really don't serve a purpose. They just the Most High Yahweh Bashim Yahushua, right? He got a movie going on, right? And it's like one of the best movies you ever saw in your life. But we living and playing through this movie. So you got the elect of the nation Israel. These the main actors, and you got Esau Edom, the so-called white people. They're the wicked, right? So you got the wicked versus the elect of the nation Israel in this movie, and everybody else are just extras. Like on a movie set, they might be doing an action scene, and you'll see people, they'll just show them one time in a movie. Sometimes don't even show their face, they just extras. So the people that's playing in this big movie we call life, most of the people are just extras. They serve a purpose for its prophecy, right? Because the Most High is going to smoke Babylon, America. But in the grand scheme of this movie that we are playing through, that's why the scriptures, right? Like the script of a movie. That's why you got the scriptures. We got the script to the movie through the scriptures, to the Bible, which a lot of people don't understand. These scriptures go right over their head, but you got this right here, this Judas goat, right? And it's a trained goat, and this would be a symbolic thing for these so-called leaders, these pastors especially, these politicians. They just worried about so-called money. They don't give a damn about you. But try telling our people that, because all they know is to rationalize their mind through the so-called Christian pastor or a politician or a social media influencer, right? Let's go to this definition real quick. I'm gonna go back. It says right here. It says a goat at the top that leads other goats to slaughter is called a Judas goat. It says Judas goats are trained. That's the key to this. They are trained to guide other livestock to their deaths. So what our people have done is they made a covenant with death. They made a covenant with this system, and they find so many different ways to overlook their oppression. And what they actually have done is embraced, and they've actually um, conformed and got comfortable in their own oppression. And you be like, how is this so? I'm gonna show you, right? Well, I'm gonna explain to you, right, brother. So when you have somebody in captivity for so long, you have something called Stockholm syndrome. It's when somebody that's been captive start to have feelings and start to actually embrace their oppressor and love their oppressor and defend their oppressor, even to their own demise. And that's what has happened to our people. They've got comfortable. A lot of them don't even know they're in captivity, because the only way they know to understand captivity is with chattel slavery, with chains and to be on a plantation. And this particular slavery, the mental slavery, is worse than chattel slavery, because you don't even know you're in captivity. Our people actually defend the system that's oppressing them, like the movie The Matrix. It says people, in the movie they had a line that people are hopelessly dependent on the system, that they'll defend the system that's destroying them. Let's go here. And I was thinking about, us brothers and us sisters, brothers and sisters rather. We study a lot of different things, and One of the things I do is I people watch. I watch people, their reactions, how they move, to gain wisdom of the fashion of this world so we can filter it through the spirit. And I know brother actually got that term from the brother Halaya from Kansas City. People watch. Because you'll learn a lot just watching, 2nd Esdras 9:22. It says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Going back into most people in this world, they don't serve a spiritual point. Yeah, they're playing a part in prophecy. But remember, in this movie, you got the two main actors is Esau and Jacob. All right, Yasharala and the Edomites, Esau Edom, Adawam, right? In this movie, and everybody else is just in the way. They folly. They collateral damage. Read this again. It says, let the multitude perish then, which was born in vain. Going back to the book of Ecclesiastes, the vanities of vanities, right? I'm going to get into that as well. It says, let my grape be kept and my plant, for with great labor have I made it perfect. So let's go here real quick. Let me show you something. But the people in this world are going to the slaughter, but they don't know it. It says right here, it says the book of Ecclesiastes is traditionally attributed to King Solomon. The book's opening verse identifies the author as the son of David, king in Jerusalem. It says explanation. The book's content reflects a person who has lived a long life but found it lacking in lasting rewards. This world right here, your life is just a vapor. And it's something that our people don't contemplate. They don't think about this. They don't think deeply about things. And that's why they stay in a carnal mind. Yeah, this life here is temporary rather. And we have a short time here. Either we're gonna die in the truth, that's the goal, right? Or we're gonna get delivered. And Lord willing, the deliverance comes soon. Because we see it. We see all the things of prophecy going on, leading to the MOTB in World War III. And the Most High so cold, he'll shut things down for a little bit, crank it back up, shut it down, crank it back up, just to rock people back to sleep, just to make them fall out of the truth. This is an endurance thing. It ain't who finished the fastest. So that's why the Most High crank it up, he'll turn it down. He'll sift out more brothers and sisters that he don't want because they want instant gratification. Right here, it says a carnal mind is a mind that is self-centered, selfish, and resistance to Yahweh. And that's all we see. All you gotta do is scroll through the social media videos and see all the folly, see all the bottom feeders in society. And most people, they're bottom feeders. I'm gonna get into that as well. They're here. You'll see when I get into it. It says it can also be described as a mind that is dominated by the flesh and its sinful desires. That's all you see on these podcasts. Jake talking about the things they had to do to get what they got, how they got what they got, drug dealing, robbing, killing, stealing, all kind of shicey stuff. And it's glamorized in the society because this is a wicked people. It's a wicked society. The so-called white man has set up all these wicked booby traps around you, and Jake is going to get caught up because Jake is a very impressionable people, very gullible, easily tricked people because of their lack of wisdom. Let's go here. I want to show you something. And that's how you see these rappers talk about is adultery, what they got, what they did. You ain't better than me, I'm better than you. And it's just a competition, right? And Jake's so stupid they don't understand that they only destroying their own self. But the so-called white man is the puppet master. That's what people don't see. And you got these so-called pastors that's leading our people astray with false doctrine. False doctrine is the same as picking up a pipe and smoking crack cocaine. That's how the level of false doctrine is, because it can alter your decision making, like drugs. It says at the top, a cardinal mind is characterized by lacking of spiritual vitality and maturity. And that's all you see. Jay gonna shoot up the block. I saw two nigga women arguing over You know, they was on some kind of what they call a Facebook Live, going back and forth with each other loud. Where they started just flashing their body parts. Um, just just the level of insanity that you can't comprehend. But this is that kind of video have 100,000 video views by the end of this night, because people, that's where their mind is at. The people is in a childlike state of mind. A lot of our women act like toddlers. They'll throw a tantrum as a toddler, breaking shit, throwing shit, cussing men out, acting a fool, undisciplined, out of control, combative. Whoa, it says right here. That's why once we get up out of this, man, this is the worst nightmare you can ever go through. But once we get up out of here, I never want to think about this shit again. It says right here. It is a mind that is self-willed, self-focused, and self-seeking. And Jake, that's all they talk about is me. Where did they get this behavior from? The Edomites. What they did. They don't give no glory to Yahweh Ba'ashim Yahushua. Right? Even in their wickedness, the Jakes that got the things that they got through wickedness don't even reverence them. They just self-willed. They're self-focused. Pride, the pride of life. Right here, Romans 8:6 states that to be carnally minded is death. And why is this death? You got to think about these scriptures. You got to contemplate these scriptures. You got to meditate on these scriptures. You got to understand what this really saying on a deeper level than besides what you see. Why is to be carnally minded death? Because to be carnally minded, you're going to make all the wrong decisions. You're not going to eat correctly. You're going to make foolish decisions, like going to the club that's known to, it's just so many different things, right? That's why it's death, because it's going to lead to you dying, prematurely. Let's go to this term, bottom feeders. This is a bottom feeding society. The people operate on a low level. It says bottom feeder has multiple meanings, including a fish that eats at the bottom of a body of water. And that's, Jake will eat a catfish. They'll eat these unclean animals, and these animals that they're eating is poison in their body, right? And a person who takes advantage of others, that's your Christian pastor, politician, so on and so forth. Our people they'll rather hear a good sounding lie than a bitter truth. That's just how our people is. Let's go here. They want to hear that feel good shit. Right here at the top, it says bottom feeder, right? A person who takes advantage of others' misfortune or weakness to make money. That's your Christian pastor, right? Let's go to the fourth one. It says a person who appeals to base instincts. So who's the base man? Esau Edom. That's why he, set a society up based on dog eat dog, dog eat dog. Get it by any means. You even got this ninja 50 Cent, they have these slogans, get rich or die trying. Where did they get this philosophy from? The so-called white man, the thief, the murderer, rape, robbery, lied to you, gave you Christianity. And Jake don't get upset about these things because they under some called Stockholm syndrome. But Jake could get mad at us, and we just telling you the truth. But they won't take that anger and that frustration out and rebuke the so-called white man. And they go to show y'all people are mentally and still in slavery. That's the worst kind of slavery. Right here. This is a bottom feeder society. That's why everybody trying to hustle somebody. Everybody trying to scam somebody. The Edomites set all these things up to get rich quick schemes, and they scam our people every time, right? Because our people looking for a way around these curses rather than go to the Lord. They want to do it their way. They want to operate in the world and be wicked and still think that the Lord is going to look out for them. All right, hopefully this lesson was edifying. Call Halal Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushua, Bahashim, Rakha, Quadash. Shalom.